Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap. This is my monthly live session for May 2021. It's Thursday, May 6th. And tonight I'm going to be scrapping with some Build Your Own Collection or BYOC products. And I may just be sticking with one right now for this particular layout anyway. We'll see. I may need more paints and things, but yeah. So I'm going to scrap these 4 pictures of the hydrangeas that are blooming in the front. They're so lovely. Okay, wake up now.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
It's like, do you see it? It's like lagging. Come on.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Cheryl says she can hear us, but she can't type. You must be on a mobile device, I bet. Kim agrees that sleeping in and naps are wonderful. Renee says that her dog jumps on her when she wants to go out and then sits there and won't come back in because she wants a treat.
Yes.
Kim says her dog gets a treat at night when he comes in the glass doors. So sometimes he walks out the doggy door and circles around to the glass sliding door for a treat.
They're so smart.
Sorry. Yeah, the iPads and the mobile devices work the same. It's either you can watch the screen or you can type. Totally get that. I love how you have all 4 colors of them.
Yeah, and these you're supposed to be able to turn more blue. It depends on the alkaline in the soil. I don't know about everything, but
I saw that today. I went to the store to okay, number 1, we have a store called Rural King, which is just awesome.
It's called what?
Rural, R-U-R-A-L. King.
Yeah, okay.
So, you know, you can buy ducks, chickens, babies, or you can buy guns and ammo, or you can buy gardening supplies or dog food, or, you know, like just anything you can think of. And then they also sell like popcorn and stuff. It is the most random store. But they, yeah. So I went there today and they had a plant food that was for hydrangeas, and it specifically said to turn them this color. I don't remember what color it said, but I was like, oh, you buy special plant food to change their color. That's cool.
Who knew?
I did not know that until today. So it's funny that you're like, oh yeah, you could apparently, and I'm like, cool, I learned this.
I already knew this information by a few short hours.
Yep. Kim, when your son and Sweetie walk in the door, you go for it. She hasn't seen them since January of 2020.
Oh, so. When are they coming in?
She's just waiting for them. She's like, so when I disappear, I'm hugging them. Yeah, go for it. Please do. Go love on them.
Yes, please. Do not even take a second moment to say goodbye. Just be like, see, I'm out.
There will be photos later.
Oh, good.
I love it. Renee, do you have allergies? She said looking at the photos makes her sneeze. They're horrible this year. I'm so sorry. What you scrapping with, Cheryl?
This is Storyteller.
From Jaimee.
From Jaimee, and this is that was the daily life papers that I just pulled from. But I was pulling those paints from, yeah, I have Plant Love also. So I really like this piece of paper.
So the answer, Kim, is both. She said, is this one of just Jaimee's kits for BYOC? One of or both?
Yes, it is.
It's both.
Okay, let's see. I don't know why I just like this one. So let's see. let's bring it down a little bit, and then let's throw a little pattern behind there. Oh, isn't that cute? It's so pretty. It's so pretty.
I love it. I love the like the strings too. I never know what to do with strings, so it's always fun to watch other people do stuff with strings.
Well,
So I've
yeah,
never sure
and this
how
one is
to.
like, yeah, this one's all stringed up for you.
I know.
Just go for it.
I just have to
Yeah, just,
do it. Yeah, I'm down with that. Works
I
for
mean,
me.
there are lots of times I want to do things myself. Like, I'm like, no, I don't want that pre-done. That's the whole point. I want to create by myself, for myself. And then there are other times I'm like, oh, that was so nice.
Yeah,
This was already taken care of.
yeah. I feel the same way.
So,
I feel that way often, in fact.
I love these ferns. We have them all over our yard.
Those ferns are pretty too. And I love your shadows um for foliage. Like I always struggled with shadowing foliage because it's just kind of awkward. I don't know why, but it feels awkward. And your shadow for foliage is like perfect for almost any leaf.
Aww.
And I love that. It just works so well and it's so easy because hey, sometimes I want to like spend the time custom shadowing and sometimes I want to say, Cheryl, shadow it for me. Here we go.
Right. Okay. And then I think I need this as my title.
Aw.
Plant love.
It was funny because I looked over at it from the chat and I'm like, Lant? Oh, it must say plant. What's plant love?
Plant love? What is she talking about?
Yeah, what is Lant love?
Now.
Someday she just comes off with the randomest things.
I know. There's so much cool paint in here. Oh, that's so pretty.
I love it.
It's hard to
It's
see.
awesome.
I'm gonna get some down there, and then I'm gonna put this under here, like a underline. I gotta have this little bit of black splatter.
I like how you've got that. You're using the paint to kind of draw the black through along with the border, that paper underneath.
Yes, to give it, I don't know, just needed a little something.
No, I'm down with it. I like it. It's awesome.
Need some sequences.
Sequences. Sequin. Or as I like to call it, something glittery or shiny.
Yes. Oh, it's so much nicer to do them this way.
I like them when they're already put together, so I don't have to make them myself because I suck at that too.
Okay, I like this washi tape corner that I'm going to stick down here to kind of counterbalance that up there. And I think I'm going to move this. I think I'm going to, no. I think I'm going to stick it up here. And I'll have some other little stuff up there.
Okay.
Some other little things.
I'm like, I liked it where it was. So now I'm like, do I like it where it is now?
I may put it back. I'm toying with your emotions this evening.
Hey, you put a paper on the background. You're not toying that much.
This is true. This is true.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Yeah, Livia's loving the threads too. Lisa loves hydrangeas. Do you have any hydrangeas, Lisa? This is actually Cheryl's front yard. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool.
Our little garden.
Your little garden.
Yep, our little garden. I'm gonna put that over here.
Or do you guys have other plants around? Renee, do you have plants around? I know sometimes with allergies, people will try and keep the plants down as much as possible because, you know, you don't want to be sneezing in your own yard all the time. Totally get that.
See, I like this. It says right in our own backyard, but it's not our backyard.
So
It's the
just
front yard.
like scribble out yard. Or
Yard.
scribble out back.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. Scribble out back. Back
The-
front yard. Ooh, I like that.
That's
Or do
what.
that. Have you ever done the cross off thing?
Yes,
So
Olivia.
you just like cross off back and write front in there instead?
Yes, Olivia used to call the front yard the back front yard.
Oh, that's funny. I love that.
It's so sweet.
That's
Okay.
even better. You're calling back to a childhood thing, right?
Yes. She remembers it. Okay, I'm gonna put this down here. Don't want it
Renee
to
says she had
be.
someone landscape her yard with various plants. She just doesn't go outside unless she has to. Lisa, where are you located? Is it Arizona? She had lots in Mississippi, but she's tried for years and lost all 4 she's tried. It's too hot. Oh, I understand that. I've been determined to grow something now that it's not too hot. And then my sweet friend sent me a little cactus plant. So I have this little cactus too that makes me smile because it reminds me of being too hot.
Okay, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No, I had to take it off. Isn't that
It happens.
terrible?
No. It's not like it was a living
Terrible.
person and you hurt its feelings or something.
I know, but I feel like it was rejected.
It'll get over it.
Come on, Cheryl.
You're fine. I feel that way sometimes too. Like, oh, it's gonna be so sad because I didn't use it. It's like, it's fine. It's an inanimate object. Let it go. I get it from my mother though, 100%. I think I even scrapbooked a page about it once. My mom talks to inanimate objects.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. She so every year, the one I scrapped was the turkey. Every year, the turkey becomes like a person. And so she'll talk to him and she'll be like, okay, I'm giving you lots of butter. So you're going to be all ready to go in that oven and get nice and brown, but make sure you stay nice and moist because nobody likes dry turkey. And she'll like talk to it as she gets it ready in the mornings, like for Thanksgiving dinner. And so I have some pictures of her one time in the kitchen with it. And so anytime I make Thanksgiving, but that's the funny part is anytime I make Thanksgiving dinner, I tend to tell the turkey the same thing.
You're like,
now you be a good turkey and turn out the
happening.
right way.
Don't be dry.
This is what
No one
happens.
likes a dry sense of humor.
Yeah. I don't know about that. So yes, we talk to inanimate objects around here. It's a thing to do.
It's the thing to do.
It's a thing we do. It works. Nobody's horribly offended, and it works.
Look at this little piece of cork. It's so cute.
Aww. I like the cork and the indent into the cork.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Like it's been pressed in or. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Gotta Make him go point that way.
So my husband got me on TikTok, and I've told you random things about TikTok because it cracks me up. I never thought I'd be somebody on TikTok, but apparently I'm somebody. I do not have any videos. You cannot follow me on, well, that's the funny part. I have like 4 followers, but I don't post anything. I just watch other people.
Yes.
So one of the things that I follow is the San Francisco Printing Press. And it's
Okay.
this old man, Howard, and they do it. It's a preservation history museum. And it's like, he shows the whole thing where he like rolls it out and you put the newsprint down, like the way they used to make papers. And
Ah,
it's so fascinating to watch. So when I see like the embossed hearts, it kind of makes me think of how they used to have to do it, and now it's much easier with the machines.
oh yes, much easier.
But yeah, so this museum has like 1 million followers or something. And it's just watching him lay out the words and then run the ink across and then do the whole press. You should see me because I'm explaining it with my hands on how he does everything, and it's hilarious because I just realized like I'm totally talking with my hands. You
You're
know, he
like,
pushes
yes,
that down. Yeah.
yeah.
Kim says TikTok entertains her too. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I end up on, it's TikTok's weird because I don't understand their algorithms. So I'm never quite sure how it decides what to show you. So I'll end up on like the randomest section and I'll be like, why am I getting 50 different videos about this? And it's like, why? I don't know. That's just not me, but okay. So my husband was complaining because he couldn't get the nurse TikTok, like it, to pick up that he should be in the nurse algorithm. And like the day I started playing on, I'm like, how come I have all these doctors and nurses in my TikTok? It's like, I hate you. I'm like, I'll just start sending them to you and you can watch them and then maybe TikTok will pick up on it for you. So
Okay.
what
This
do
is
you like to watch, Kim? Oh, what is that? Cheryl?
it's a little stamp and it just says May, 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 May.
Aw, I like it.
Which is cute.
Aw.
Okay. I'm not going to use this obviously but Jaimee just makes things very versatile. So,
Rooting for you.
right?
Can I say I want to put that on my garden photos because I'm rooting for them to
Yeah.
grow?
Rooting,
Like,
rooting.
please grow. Please
Please do something.
don't die. Kim watches this Don Farmer in England who loves ranch dressing and tries it on a lot of different foods. But
Okay.
it's much like this is the weirdest thing about TikTok is you're like you say that out loud and you're like, okay, that sounds ridiculous, but it's so fun to watch. Like there was one I was watching the other day, and it's this woman who's moved to Italy. She's I can't think of the word, but yeah, so she lives in Italy now, and she's from America, and so she made a bunch of Italians who came over to her house try ranch dressing on pizza.
Yes.
And it was absolutely hilarious because they're like the one guy's like, I'm not gonna say this is good as he finished the entire slice, dipping it in ranch the whole time. He's like, I refuse to admit that this is good.
That's funny.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you end up with the randomest thing. I follow this pre-K teacher who he's an LGBTQ, yeah, he's an alphabet guy. And he will tell the funniest stories about how the preschoolers will just like totally roast him. Like the one he was like, so my preschoolers came up. He's like, you have to understand, preschoolers are vicious. He's like, my preschooler comes up to me and hands me some flowers. And she's like, here, enjoy these. And I was like, why are you giving them to me? And she's like, nothing. I just thought you'd like them. And then he hears her over telling somebody else, yeah, he put them by his ear. That should help since his breath stinks. Preschoolers are vicious. And he's like, see? Gifts, or he's like, see, they are not innocent. Do not trust them. Gifts are never trustworthy from preschoolers.
Oh, that is just terrible, though.
Yes, isn't it? But isn't it hilarious too?
Yeah. Well,
Kim watches a kindergarten teacher who is still virtual, so he goes to the zoo with his computer to have a field trip. Oh, that's fun. Dawn loves ranch on pizza. She also tastes a lot of candy, but not with ranch. That's probably good. I like ranch on pizza crust the second day. Not fresh pizza, but the second day reheated pizza crust. I like to dip in ranch. And because it's just like a breadstick at that point.
I like it on, I like to dip, my pizza into it. I don't want to pour it over the top of it, but I will dip it in.
Yeah.
And it's yummy.
Yeah.
Also, you can use French dressing. Have you ever tried that?
No.
And I know it sounds bizarre, but you don't need much, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've never tried French dressing.
Yep.
I mean, I've tried it, but not with pizza. Let me rephrase that. Yeah.
For me, it's, it has to be just pepperoni pizza. Yeah, it's not every pizza that you can do that with.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I've dug into some Rachel Jefferies fun stuff. Yes.
Hey, Renee, how many days? You're counting down. 12 more days. Woohoo! She's like, I just want pizza.
Like, that's it.
Yep. She doesn't ask for much, just pizza. I don't blame her. I'm down with that. So are you playing with the backgrounds or the bits and bobs?
I'm in the bits and bobs right now.
All right. Pineapple and ham. So, people will judge me for this and I don't care. My favorite pizza is actually pineapple and pepperoni. And I'm sure I've confessed that before on this show.
Oh, I'm a show now.
Well, you are a show.
For me.
It feels like a show sometimes, like a podcast type show.
Sometimes it does seem like it. Other times, not so much.
Yeah, maybe.
Just
I can see
depends
that.
on, what kind of.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, I struggled a bit last year.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
I was going to say, Renee, if you get a spicy pineapple or a spicy pepperoni and then the sweet of the pineapple, like the two of them, it's that sweet and spicy mix. So it's really good. But yeah, I know most people are like, ew, pineapple on pizza.
No, because I know people who like ham, the Canadian.
Yeah, the Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
Even though they don't do Canadian bacon, never mind. It's just bacon.
It's not really Canadian.
Canada. And it's really bacon. It's not ham.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure some chains don't, but the little places, a lot of times they use like actual crumbled bacon. Kim doesn't like pineapple on pizza, but she doesn't judge people who do. See, I don't like jalapenos and other gross onions and peppers on my pizza, but I don't judge people who do. Like, whatever. You put what you want on it.
Yeah. Like what you want.
Like what you want.
It's a combination of, I don't know. I say I don't judge people, but that's not true. No, it's not. I do. I'm still judgmental about things. And usually my daughter is one to, point out, hello. You might not want to do that or say that or, and I'll be like, what? It's just a different generation, I guess. But
yeah.
I'm trying to be less judgmental of myself and others. And
so
closer now than I've ever been.
Kim said she's judgmental about things too, not pineapple. I agree with that. And I'm going to guess they showed up because she just left. But I think that's the truth. I think in some way we all tend to judge in some way or another. But yeah, I don't judge people by what they put on their pizza.
Okay, now I was just using the Some Kind of Wonderful elements from Little Butterfly Wings.
Some kind of wonderful.
Some kind of wonderful.
The elements. You know, Renee, I find crust can make or break a pizza quite often. She really likes a ham and pineapple pizza at her local place. She hasn't found one that tastes like theirs, but she said she loves it because it's a thin crust. So when we're, see, this is me being judgmental right here, Cheryl. When we're slumming our pizza, we get it from Little Caesars.
Yep. Yes.
And so, like, because I find it, of all the pizza, it tends to be the lowest in, like, it's not my favorite, but it's cheap. So when we're slumming our pizza, we get it from there. And I find when we switched from their regular crust to their thin crust, that's when we really started liking it better, because we don't like their thick crust either. It's too much. So I think crust can just totally make or break a pizza, Renee. I absolutely agree with that. And I'm not always a huge fan. Like, some places do it really well, but the like flavored crusts, some places do it well and some places just do not do it well, and it's not good. I don't know if you have any of those type of pizza places.
Yeah.
That like advertise their thin crust, or their not thin crust, their flavored crust.
Yeah, I think that's Papa John's is the one I think of that really pushes, or maybe it's Hungry Howie's. Hungry Howie's. Yeah. We have a little pizzeria up the road. Like, we could walk, but not in Florida when it's hot. I mean, you'd walk up there if it was cold, but yeah, that's like a minute away. And that's where we order our pizza from because they have the best cheese. It's so nummy.
We when I lived in Massachusetts, we had a place like literally down the street. Like, we actually didn't drive even when it was disgustingly humid and stuff, because by the time we pulled out of our driveway and pulled into their place, we could have just walked it. So but we would call it, we'd call ahead and then just go pick it up, and then you're walking up the street with pizza. But it was, we had one of those that was really delicious too. And we liked theirs. I don't know. For theirs, it was the sauce. There was something in the way they did their sauce that was really delicious.
Well, okay, so I added a couple of little word strips from Art Crush 39, the snippets from NBK.
Mm-hmm.
So added those. And I think
the Art Crush snippets. Lisa says gluten-free is hard to find, but they like Blaze. Renee just likes the toppings, not the crust. Seriously, try pizza bowls. Like, almost every place has them now as, like, usually they advertise them as keto or something, whatever the diet craze is. And but they're just basically the toppings. Like, Papa Murphy's does a really good one. They literally just do all the toppings with no crust, if you have their take and make near you. But I've seen them advertised at other places too. Oh, those snippets are perfect.
Right?
Look, they're just like a little bit of everything. All day, friends. Let's do nothing.
Let's just
no. I like that.
No. How about no? How about a big no?
No. Hey, passing on pizza bowls is just fine. No judgment in how you eat your pizza here.
Nope.
At least not by me.
I'm silently judging. No, I'm not really.
That's okay. You go for it, girl. You go for it.
I am not silently judging, believe me. Okay. Okay, now I've grabbed some pink Reptile. Look at these flowers from her. I love her little flowers.
Mhm. I love how it's my favorite thing about BYOC is how everything goes together. Like if I have somebody who
Right?
I'm like, oh, I love this person's flowers, but I love this person's papers, I just know it's all going to match together.
It's just
And it's so
perfect.
nice.
Just perfect.
So we launched a in December for Christmas. We bought our kid this bottle rocket launcher. It launches like the 2-liter bottles.
Yeah,
And we were like, oh, this will be cool, right? And
yeah.
so we haven't launched it yet. Like we didn't launch it at our other place because we're like, oh, there's not going to be enough. Like we were worried it would go too high and we weren't sure and we didn't know if we'd have room for it. So we're like, okay, we better wait. Well, then finally my husband and my son decide today, they're like, hey, we're going to get it out and play with it. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't think anything of it. And then all of a sudden my son comes in, he's like, you gotta come see this. It's the coolest thing ever. And I'm like, you didn't let me know so I could come out and take pictures? Like, seriously, who are you people?
Right? Don't you know I have things to scrap?
Don't you know I might want to scrap this? So we had fun launching it until it rained. But it went as high as our tree, Cheryl.
Oh, wow.
So I had a lot of fun though. I got some fun little pictures of it shooting off. So now I have to go find a kit to work with it.
You will find the perfect thing.
I don't know if I'll find the perfect thing, but I'm sure I'll find something.
Okay.
That'll be a fun one. I should post that in the forum. All right, what kit do you recommend to go with a bottle rocket launch?
Yes. You're like, some people are really good at that.
Yeah, they are. I am not one of
Finding
them.
just the right thing.
And then I'm gonna have to go look at your templates and figure out which one has space for lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of photos, because
Yeah.
lots of photos.
I don't have tons and tons this week.
All right.
Cozy Collages, I think, has a lot. Are those retired? Can't remember. There's
Magical
one,
memories.
Magical Memories, I was just fixing to say, that has all those pictures from the fireworks. That's what that came from.
That's true.
The
That
layout
is
was
a good
from
one.
fireworks at the Walt Disney World. At the Walt Disney World.
At the Walt Disney World.
Sandy. Heaven help me. Okay.
Renee
All
spent
right.
2 hours today trying to find the right kit for a photo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's when I asked. I'm like, I'll come back to these later. Hey, what do you guys think? I like it, Cheryl. It's all done.
Plant Love, Watch Cheryl Scrap, Thursday, Work in Progress.
A mashed potato bowl. So I can't decide if I like those or not, because the one I've had like 2. And one just felt like I was eating leftovers. Does that sound horrible?
No, it doesn't sound horrible at all.
Because it literally just felt like you threw mashed potatoes in the bottom and just threw like whatever was left over for dinner and fed it to me. And I'm like, that's fine. And I like those, but I could do that at home. I don't need to pay somebody for it. You know?
That was one of Olivia's favorite things to eat in the school cafeteria.
Mashed potato bowls.
Yeah. Well, it was like a KFC bowl where they put, the little popcorn chicken and corn and I think cheese.
She said, ooh, from KFC? I love those. Chicken, popcorn, and corn. Chicken, popcorn, chicken, and corn. Chicken, popcorn. That totally changes the way that bowl would turn out if you put popcorn in it too.
Popcorn sounds good. We made buttery noodles, or shall I say, I made buttery noodles tonight. And that's exactly what they are, a bunch of butter and some egg noodles and some chicken broth. And
I like it.
Yeah, it's very yummy. Very, very good. All right.
Yes, I did see the popcorn salad that went viral.
Popcorn salad.
So here's the thing. Whatever show it was on to start with, she talked about how this was like a Midwest favorite. I live in the Midwest. So all of our local news channels were talking about, and our newspaper were talking about what an idiot she was because that was not a local favorite and who the heck made that up. And I
Right.
live in Indiana, which is the official popcorn state. Like I believe they just made that our national snack or whatever. And we have like all these popcorn companies here because we have a lot of corn. And yeah, they took great offense to that popcorn salad.
Well, how do you even make it? Do you pop the popcorn?
Okay, so yeah, like salads that have like quinoa or some other grain in them.
Right.
So instead of putting like quinoa in it or something, she just pops popcorn and puts popcorn in it instead and calls it popcorn salad. So the popcorn was your grain instead of like quinoa or something.
But
So
no.
yeah, people took a lot of offense to that, especially here in Indiana.
I mean, doesn't it get like soggy?
I would think so.
I mean, I'm not.
I'm not planning to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm with you. I would think it would get soggy. I would think it would just be nasty. It seems like she just was like, I need something new for today. How about popcorn?
You're like, but why? Why
Sometimes
popcorn?
just because we can doesn't mean we should. And I think this was one of those
Yes.
moments.
This is exactly the moment that quote was
Mhm.
made for.
Yeah, just because we can doesn't mean we should. Oh my gosh, my kid did that today. He started climbing. We have these, I think they're actually dogwoods. I've got to go out with Google and see if it can tell me what they are. But they're like spindly tree branchy thingies. Like they're not quite a bush, but they're not quite a tree.
Okay.
And somebody said they might be dogwood. Well, my kid goes out and he's like, well, I'm going to climb it. And I'm like, honey, they're not really meant for climbing. They're not really going to hold you. That did not deter him. He's an 11-year-old boy. He doesn't care. So he climbed up one, so one is now bent over in half.
Oh, and you're like, I told you not to climb on it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't bother me because I'm gonna pull them out and put fruit trees back there. I think because
Yeah.
if I'm gonna be having trees that are gross and disgusting back there, or not gross and disgusting, but having trees back there, I might as well plant something that gives me food.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. So I mean, Mom was planning on pulling this out anyway, but not quite that way.
Right. You're like, no.
But yeah, my first thought with him was just because you can doesn't mean you should. Because of course he came in to explain to me how he did it. Look, Mom, I did it. And I was like, yeah, and you looked totally unsafe. And I crossed my heart that you didn't fall. But I didn't want to go to the hospital tonight. He wasn't
Right.
that far off the ground. He wouldn't have had to go to the hospital. He just would have had a nice big bump for school tomorrow. And I would have been like, I promise I didn't beat him.
Yes,
Here,
I usually say that
Give
to
your
my
teacher
children.
his teacher appreciation day and just tell him that your mom did not beat you last night.
Yeah. I usually tell my child, I cannot. We have already been to the emergency room too many times with me. Stop doing silly things.
Mm-hmm.
You're scaring Mom.
Luckily, his teacher has kids of his own and has like I can't remember if he's 10 or 11-year-old boy. And he's already raised another boy to 21 or 22. So he gets boys.
Yeah.
Like he told us one day, we said, so how's Matthew doing? And he's like, well, he's not any worse than the rest of the boys.
I was like, okay.
I'm like, is that good or bad? He's like, boys have a lot of energy, especially when they have to stay inside because we had some crappy weather, so they had indoor recess. And he's like, but he's not any worse than any of them. And I'm like, okay, is he better
Okay,
than
that is
some of
comforting. Will he show improvement? Is he driving you completely bananas?
them? Oh, apparently no. Apparently he actually went on to say a lot of really nice and complimentary things about him. That statement just made me laugh so hard because I was like, that is said exactly like somebody who's a parent.
Yeah. He's not any worse. He's just a
He's
normal
not any
kid.
worse than the other kid. Okay, but is he better? Is he driving you insane? Oh goodness. You're even doing custom shadows tonight.
Yeah. I think I'm like almost completely done here, except for my journaling.
Awesome.
And then I'll just add a little bit and I'll be done. Yay!
Yay. Anybody have any questions tonight?
Everybody's kind of quiet.
They're very quiet.
Just shut up and let us watch.
Let's turn on some relaxing music. Olivia.
You rabble rouser. Stop making trouble.
Ooh, Lisa's eating a chicken Mediterranean bowl. That sounds good.
What is that?
Renee's celebrating someone's 4th birthday tomorrow. Ooh. That would be her puppy.
That is going to be a fantastic time.
Mm-hmm.
What
is in a chicken Mediterranean bowl? Go ahead. Sorry, Cheryl.
Oh, I was just going to say, what do you do for the pup's birthday? Because this is the first time we've had a pup. So, we've had the cat, but, they have all kinds of ice cream and little treats, special treats you can give your little puppers.
So Renee says, photo shoot. And then, yeah, we've done that before where we've bought the special ice creams in the freezer section at the Kroger.
Right.
Which our last dog loved, and we haven't bought any for this dog yet, but I used to make them myself too at one point when I was, yeah.
How did you make them?
Chicken liver.
Okay.
And was it chicken? I think it was chicken liver, and you blended it up with a couple other things. And then I bought the little Dixie cups.
Yeah.
And then I would put them in the freezer and just freeze them. And then I would give them to him. And my pup was, he didn't wait for me to like unwrap it. Because the point of the Dixie cups is you can just pull the wrapper off and give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
He was not into that. Instead, he would just take it and rip it off. And so we just started just giving it to him, like just in the cup, and then he'd pull the cup off as he licked it down, and it was just funny.
There's a pupper. She needs a bath.
Yeah.
She needs a bath.
I think there was one too that we made that had peanut butter in it. Because I had to find one, it was like peanut butter and yogurt or something. I don't remember what else. I had to find one that was kid safe because at the time I had a toddler. And my toddler did not listen to me when I told him that was a dog treat, not a boy treat. So, yeah. I tried to make them. I mean, chicken livers are safe for kids too, but it just kind of grosses me out.
Yeah. Like, no, don't do that.
Cheryl said for her pup's first birthday, they threw a party and invited her doggy friends and their owners. Renee said last time she got a special treat for a dog's birthday, the dog threw it up. Never tried again. Regular treats.
Yeah, like, we're done with that one.
Yep. Okay. We won't be doing that again.
Oh, this is where she lays when she gets hot.
Aww.
She just, it's like to the front door. She's just like, I'm just going to lay here.
Okay, so that's what my dog does. He sprawls, because we have a wooden spot too, right in front of our front door. He sprawls in front of the front door because he can look up the stairs and see us if we're upstairs, and nobody can come in the door without him knowing. So he sprawls in front of the front door to keep us safe.
So
you are so weird.
I guess I have to ask Renee, how is the birthday photo shoot different from the regular photo shoots? Yeah, that I seem to be having of the dog frequently.
And how does Holly Bell feel about that?
Yeah, she's not thrilled, I don't think.
I'm like, I'm seeing lots and lots of Piper and no Holly Bell.
Nope, no Holly Bell. No, this is the blanket that, if you put it on the couch, she hides under it. So
I love it.
You can't even see her. Of course, she kind of blends in until you say something to her, and then she sticks her little head out.
I love it. That's so cute.
She looks a little crazy sometimes. No, I'm trying to think. Do I have? I
That is
don't know if I
adorable,
have
Lisa.
a lot of. Um, and
Holly
she's
Bell anymore?
gained. Yeah, she's gained weight, so when she sits, the back legs get spread out.
I love it. She looks like a little person.
And
It's
I'm like, I
adorable.
don't know why that cracks me up. Okay, let's see. How far back do I
So
have to go to
cute.
find ones of the cat? Oh, here
There
we
you
go.
go. With the dog.
Yeah, with the dog. Look at Holly Bell's face.
I am not intrigued by this. Let me be.
Oh, this is the pupper. I'm in the bath.
Aww.
Yeah.
So Renee says she pulls out the piano bench and puts the dog on it, and she knows to stay put until I'm done. She did the same with Pepper and Paige. Aww.
Oh, I don't
I love
know
it.
how. I don't even know if I know when her birthday is. I'm gonna have to get Jay
Lisa
to
didn't
pull
know
that up.
about Piper at all. She thought you only had Holly Bell.
Oh, we did that. Piper belonged to my sister-in-law, and she had cancer and didn't win her battle, so we lost her at the end of October. But we took Piper in as a foster while she was sick, pretty sick, and that was in September, I think. So we were just planning on fostering her, and then I tried. My cousin was interested in getting her, and so she came and got her, and Olivia cried, and I was praying that my cousin would just bring her back, which she did. And so I was like, she's with us now. So um, she's kind of been like a little bright spot for us. So uh, she's quite the funny little pup. And, her and the cat fight over treats because Piper likes cat treats. So I have to feed them cat treats, one on one hand and one on the other.
It's a good thing they're the same size.
Yeah.
Our dog likes cat treats too, but he's not the same size, so he will win from the cat.
Yeah, so she just takes them like one at a time, and the little Temptations cat treats. And so she gets very excited about those, and she twirls around. She throws herself up in the air. Courtney's seen her in action a couple of times when we've done little Zoom chats or whatever, Google Meet, whatever they call it. It used to be Hangouts, now it's Google Meet. Okay, well, I am done for tonight. I still have Monday's videos to get out, so they're coming. They're coming.
They're coming.
They're coming.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, we had some internet issues this week, and so they came out today, and it's gotten a little bit better, so that's good.
But better is good.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording. Da-da-da.